Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a little while. We got autographs popping up, autograph videos popping up all over the place. We have a little bit of an update. We have a PSA update. Made a video, made a post here, made sure that PSA is very aware of the issue at hand, and it looks like we have a little bit of action being taken place. I'm going to show you guys what happened. I'm going to tell you my opinion. I'm going to tell you why, in my opinion, they are not doing enough and they need to do more in order to resolve this issue before it becomes a bigger issue. We have solid evidence. As I pointed out in the video, we have before and after altered signatures, and this is something that should not be graded whatsoever, in my opinion. But it's being graded. It was graded, and now the cert online cert information has been changed. Obviously, they can't really do a whole lot about the label itself. In my opinion, this should be just null and void. It should be straight up the same way if they graded something that was actually altered, that wasn't legitimate. Same with all the the fake stamps, anything like that. You should look up the cert. And guys, I'm going to press you to always look up the cert numbers on this stuff because it's important. We're going to see why it's important. We're going to see why they're not doing enough. Here it is, before and after. We're going to take a look at all of these cards. All of these cards should be deactivated. The cert numbers should be deactivated entirely. We got the Voltorb. There's before and afters of every single one of these. But also, as a grading company, they should know, start to finish, anytime you get something that's signed by Kamiya, he does not sign anything without putting a personalization on it. So if it doesn't contain a personalization, it shouldn't be graded. That's kind of the start and finish of what it is. It was either removed, not to mention the fact that this artist also tells everyone that he signs anything for, hey, listen, please don't sell my signatures. I'm doing this for you as a gift. These were free of charge, from what I'm understanding. Someone that took advantage of an artist in poor health, absolutely unacceptable. Wiped the signatures off, sold them to his friend. I think he said he didn't sell the cards to his friend. He just gave them to him. Whether or not he was getting a kickback or traded or whatever, he did admit to selling one of the pieces of custom artwork, which is odd. But then he didn't sell the cards. So I think they're both absolutely full of crap. So he admitted to basically not supposed to be removing and or selling any of this stuff. Then his friend admitted to removing the personalization, grading them, which in itself should be an immediate ban from any grading company. If you are caught purposely altering cards and sending them to a grading company, everyone else that is grading cards with that company should be absolutely livid. You should be pissed off if you spend any money grading things with a grading company who allows stuff like that to slide, because it's going to affect the reputation of the grading company. It's going to affect the value of your cards, and it's absolutely one of the things that could be easily prevented, and should be and definitely something that they provide as a service. Not necessarily, I'm not really a fan of any grading service whatsoever. I think it's kind of a stretch to put any value in their opinion. But at the same time, if they can at least diminish the amount of bad things that are going on, then I think that's for the best. So what did they do? Did they do anything? We're going to find out. But first, we're going to take a look. I'll put a link down below. This video here titled Scumbags Altering Pokemon Artist Signatures. And I don't even really care all that much if people are going to buy and sell signatures. I think it's dumb. I think if to want an artist signature that says 2 Trainer or 2 Blastoise or something like that, I think it's I don't understand that whatsoever. Personally, if it's signed to me, if it's something that I can get in person, especially, it's going to be more meaningful. I don't know why everything needs to be turned into a money milking machine. No one wanted signatures before, and now they want signatures. Now the hype is behind that, and it's just I don't get it. It doesn't Anyway, back on the topic here. We had Ultimate Poker Flute. Everyone knows him, doesn't love him. Who was the one that was wiping stuff. He admitted he was wiping stuff. He was the one submitting to PSA. He should be banned from PSA. He shouldn't be allowed to submit anymore. Everything that he sent in with a signature on it should be null and void. Every single cert should be deactivated, in my opinion. It's not what's happening yet, but PSA, if you're listening, this is probably what you want to do. This is absolutely unacceptable, because if they don't avoid all of this stuff, it's going to encourage that behavior. People are going to go get personalized cards, and they're going to wipe off the personalization. That's part of the autograph. The artist put that there along with their signature, and it needs to be included. Same with the date. If someone wipes off the date, not only are they altering a card because they use chemicals to remove a substance from the surface of the card, but they're also altering the signature. So it's an altered signature. At that point, it's an altered card. It's all around. It shouldn't even be put in a case. You shouldn't want to put your name on it whatsoever. It's ridiculous that you do. And the damage that's going to be done if nothing is done about these slabs that should be null and void is going to be far worse. Someone's going to end up with the stuff in the future. They're going to find out. They're going to watch a video, or they're going to find out who Ultimate Poker Flute is, and they're going to be like, yeah, I got that Celebi. And guess what? It's worth nothing because it's tainted. It's absolutely tainted. And at that point, then people are going to be upset. They're going to want the financial guarantee from PSA, and PSA is not going to want to pay it out. And then no one's happy. More of it's going to happen. It's just a snowball effect that needs to be ended. It needs to be bit right in the butt right now. Done and over with. Resolve it. That's the thing too. With all the card altering, whatever you want to call them, card cleaner, stupid dupids, the first thing everyone asks is, hey, can I submit these to grading companies? Will they fall for them? And if they don't, if you guys have an edge and you're finding out, people are not going to do it. They're not going to risk their expensive cards being rejected by the grading companies. So that's the same scenario. You can't allow it. If you allow it, it ruins everything. All right, so we got Ultimate Poker Flute here. I guess we can take a look at our boys here. This is our boy Rob. If we, oh, wait, guys, wait. This is Rob here. This is our boy Rob. So he was the one that tricked Kamiya into sending him signatures. So it's mostly Kamiya. There's some Arita too. Basically everything that Brandon was getting a hold of. He was this is Brandon. Ignore his goofy smile. Everything that he was coming in contact with, he was bringing his kids to stand in line to get these signatures, and then wiping off all the personalizations. If that's the criteria that the artist puts in place, that they have to be personalized, it should be respected as such. And even if he wants to wipe it off himself and keep it himself, fine. But if he's going to grade it through you, and if he's going to sell the cards, that's where there's an issue. If you want to, you can, whatever you want to do with your cards, as long as, the problem is they're always going to end up on the secondary market eventually. But whatever you want to do, if you want to put your cards down your pants, if you want to do that Twitter thing that people were doing where they were stepping on their cards and chocolate milk coastering them, by all means do it. But this is straight up deceiving people, and the grading companies are getting used to do so. You don't want to put your name on this stuff. I'm telling you. PSA, anyone else grading signatures, you got to know exactly what you're looking for. And you can't allow bad behavior. All right, here we go. We got the Voltorb. So let's take a look at what's going on with the Voltorb now. You see here, it used to be just, it was fine. It was graded. Nothing wrong with it. It wasn't altered. Card wasn't altered. Signature wasn't altered. So nothing's going to change on the slab. So everyone out there that's ever buying anything from any grading company needs to use the cert lookup. It's a pain. It's an absolute pain. Yes. And it should be something right up at the top. Why is there nothing right at the top that says, hey, the signature was partially wiped on this card? It's void. It should be void, but at bare minimum, it should say somewhere there, dickhead, they got these signatures. did it under false pretenses, sold it to his friend, probably gave it to his friend, who wiped it off, graded it, and is now probably going to sell it to you, or sold it to you, or sold it to someone else that sold it to you. And is somebody going to both look up the cert number, scroll all the way down, see under card grade it says authentic altered? What the hell does that mean? What does that mean to someone random that's looking this up? The card is altered. The card grade is authentic altered, but on the slab it's authentic. It doesn't say altered on the slab. So they got to go down here. They got to notice the word altered. They gotta watch a Rattle Pokemon video or two to find out why it's altered. The fact that they were wiping off the personalization on the card itself. That's not going to happen. This doesn't work. This doesn't work whatsoever. This is a hard cop out, whatever you want to call it. So now PSA is going to probably put this on here, and they'll be like, well, you should have checked the cert. We can't give you the financial guarantee, because even though it says authentic on the card itself, here it says altered. You shouldn't be grading this to begin with, but now that it's an issue, now that I've showed you start to finish the before and after pictures, I've showed you the person admitting to it, that he was wiping these off and submitting to you. You have his name in the system because he was the one that sent it in. There should be no excuse that this isn't completely disabled. I get that you have to pay it out. Well, you don't necessarily have to pay it out because he probably still owns most of them, but it should be zapped. Completely zap it now, because as time goes on, more people are going to end up doing this, exploiting the really terrible system that's in place, or he's going to end up selling the cards to other people who are going to get ripped off, essentially. And then you're going to tell them to shove it because your website says that it's altered in here under somewhere where the card is, I guess the card is altered. We're not considering the fact that the more important part is the fact that the signature is altered. Not only should you have noticed, some of them are very smudgy, notice that something was wiped, but also it should be in the books. It should be in whatever manual you have to look up. When you see that it's a Kamiya autograph, there should be something that comes up on the screen and says, hey, they're all supposed to be personalized. If it's not, don't grade it. God damn. Not to mention the fact that this is like on the fence whether you should be grading his stuff or not. I mean, if people want to grade it for their own sake, that's fine. But at the same time, when they're able to wipe it, put it in a PSA slab, and then sell it on the secondary market and just say, yeah, it's authentic. It says so on the case. And then if someone says, oh, but it says altered there. Oh yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry that little guy. Don't worry about that little guy. All right, we got a few to get through here. So we got Victory Bell, same thing. Instead of being authentic, we are now authentic altered. So I don't know if they could actually put on the autograph itself that it's altered as well. I get that there's probably only so much space that they have on the stuff in general. But again, my solution, I think best case scenario is that you just null these certs. If you find out it's from an event, or if you find out it's from a date and time where it was required to put that on there, you just zap it. And if you don't have that record, you don't grade it. It's absolutely insane to me. And for the amount of money that it's going to cost in the future, the amount of uproar that this is going to cost in the future compared to what it would cost right now just to zap these, maybe you have a few people that purchase these from this idiot. And you have to pay those out, but just get it done, because this is breeding more scum. This is there's gonna be little polka flutes all over the place, just absolutely spreading this nonsense. All right, next one we got the Wingle, authentic altered, sick nasty. Okay, so it looks like they're on the ball. They got most of them right. They saw the tweet. I did send them other correspondences. I think other people had sent them information as well. They have all the information. They had it from multiple sources, not to mention the fact that I just showed all of the certs, all of the cards that were affected, and the fact that they have the account from the individual that sent these in. Everything, just a heads up PSA, everything he sent in, every single thing that had a signature on it, he wiped them all. End of story. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, if you want to be a Flip Master 69, just flip something else. Like, go razzle dazzle or whatever the hell. I also don't agree. Don't become a razzle dazzler. Just open an eBay account, buy and sell some stuff, buy some collections and sell it off. If that's really what you need to do. God damn. All right. This, like, hopefully this issue, after the whole like pandemic mania, like sold out everywhere Pokemon crap, hopefully these people just like take a hike and we have to deal with a whole lot less of this stuff. But for the time being, I am going to absolutely rag on them for all of it. We got the Magikarp. Sick. All right. Authentic altered. So here, again, we had an authentic going to an authentic altered. I guess he'd like to, these were probably damaged cards. So very, very cute. Hold on. Eventually we're going to get into some that they missed. Grand Bull. Very nice. Authentic altered. We have Charmeleon. Yeah, this is the worst one here. This is the one that he was selling. He was selling it at a discount because he really botched it. I don't know what the hell he was doing. But he really botched it. They still graded it authentic. Absolutely embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you. Here we have authentic altered. Again, once again. Sweet. Bulbasaur. You can see that all the cert numbers are right next to each other because he submit them all at once, whether or not there were multiple submissions. If there's more submissions, then PSA should have a record of all of that. It's nice that the pictures are on here so we can compare the before and after photos. Again, I have every single one of them. I can show you every single one of these cards. The before and after nonsense. Authentic altered. Once again, we have the Voltorb. Authentic altered. We have the Ditto. It's good that they at least recognized and did something about it, but this is not the solution whatsoever. This is the most half-ass thing I've ever seen. Again, I want you guys to let me know down below. What do you think? My personal opinion is that the card should be straight up the cert number, the everything. As soon as you look up the cert, it should give you that error at the top. I think they should leave the photo on there. Maybe even add the photo of the before and after, showing that it was altered. Maybe that could be a resource for people in case they leave it in the case. You could see what happened to it. But all right, we got another authentic altered here with the Ditto. We have the authentic altered with the Doduo. Maybe it's the ones that have the actual grade. So here we have a gem. Oh, this is good. This one hurts. We have a. Not only is this altered, both the card and the signature, but here we're giving it a 10 on both. That's some tier one work there. So here we go. We have Celebi Hollow, card grade, Gem Mint 10. So I guess they like oopsie doopsie forgot this one. This was one of the ones that I even in the Twitter post I showed the beside photo, like the before and after. So I don't know if this was just because it wasn't an authentic grade. They couldn't add maybe they got to put Gem Mint 10 altered. Don't worry, we missed the smudges and the chemicals that were used on it to remove the part of the signature that is also a 10. Ridiculous? Yes, absolutely ridiculous. So hopefully they do something about that. But again, we need a better solution than what they're doing regardless. All right, Psyduck. So certainly here where we got a 9-9, there's got to be, I guess that's it. Maybe they just didn't get around to doing the graded cards yet. We got a Mint 9 Auto 10. Mint 9 Auto 10. So again, what do we have here? We have the Celebi. So PSA, take your notes. We got Celebi that needs to be fixed. We got the Psyduck that needs to be fixed. We got the Magikarp that needs to be fixed. And we need a better solution. People need to, if you're going to expect people to look up the cert number before they purchase a card, you need to do something more to the actual, there needs to be some kind of notice on here. People are not going to, they're going to scroll down. Not only are half of them, the ones that have actual grades are not altered or marked altered yet, But the fact that like if I have to go down to here and see that like instead of card grade it says mint 9, I got to see that it's authentic altered. Is something can you even call something authentic if it's altered? I wouldn't think so. But maybe my standards are higher. All right, we have the Mew, Legend Baker Mew, the 810, still an 810, not altered in any way. And then we have the Houndoom Hollow. So not only these, if there's other autographs, which there probably are, that were submitted by this individual, guess what? PSA, whatever grading companies that are out there that want to actually do their job, you need to look into it. You need to check because they're altered, guys. They're very altered. Again, guys, let me know down below. What do you think? I think they just need to be zapped altogether. I think the cert numbers need to be voided, and just in order to like discourage any of this bad behavior, that this should not be a thing. You should not be wiping part of a signature, just like you shouldn't be able to add your own sketch to a signature. Clearly, that should be against the rules. Maybe I'm crazy here, but that seems like common sense to me. And you know what? It'll probably cost them. A couple of these cards I know are probably sold to other people, so it might cost them on that front in terms of payout. But it's nothing compared to the absolute like shitstorm that they could stir up from this if they allow this to be a thing. Different if they didn't know about it, which I'm sure they didn't at the time, but now that they do, I mean, they should have known it anyway, because there's no scenario where you were getting Kamiya autographs. What were the dates on those? In recent times, 2022. You weren't getting Kamiya autographs in 2022 without a personalization. And these absolute tools that took advantage of them are probably the reason that it's going to be even harder for anyone that actually wants a signature from Kamiya to get one. So good job, guys. You ruined everything for everyone. And way to go. PSA on taking the first step, but it's not enough. It's absolutely not enough. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I will see you next time. Join the Discord. Bye. Take care of each other out there.